friends, and welcome back to Inner Health Journey. Today I thought we could try using some freshly milled flour and our sourdough starter, Bob, to make a sourdough maple pumpkin bread. If that sounds good to you, then join me in my kitchen as I make it. Okay, to begin with, we are putting a half a cup of melted butter into our bowl. To that, we're gonna do 1 cup of brown sugar and 1/4 cup maple syrup. We're just going to mix that together for 5 minutes. So while our butter and sugar are mixing, we're going to get the dry ingredients together. This is 328 grams of einkorn flour that I've freshly milled. That was just 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, and I am going to do 1 tablespoon of pumpkin pie spice here. And I'm just going to give this a quick mix to get everything evenly combined in here. Okay, now back to our wet ingredients. And now we're going to add 2 eggs, 1 egg at a time. 1 teaspoon of maple extract. Okay, and now I am going to add 150 grams or 1/2 cup of my sourdough. And we are going to add 2 cups of our pumpkin. This is the pumpkin that we roasted together on a previous video. And now we'll just mix that together. And now we're going to go ahead and start adding our flour mixture. And we're going to mix until it's evenly combined. Okay, and now we're just going to make sure, scrape down all the sides here and make sure everything is well mixed together. So at this point, you could go ahead and bake it at 350 degrees for 50 to 55 minutes, or you can let it sit overnight. I'm going to put this in a different container and put it in my refrigerator and let it ferment overnight for the additional health benefits. And then tomorrow what I'll do is bake it then, and I'll bring you back when I bake it. It is the next morning, and this is what the pumpkin bread dough looks like. So I've greased a 9 by 5 pan. My oven is preheating to 350 degrees. I'm going to reserve a little bit here. I'm going to make a little mini loaf with some chocolate chips for my kids. So I'm going to put this in the oven and bake it for 50 to 55 minutes. Okay, and there's that mini loaf I was talking about. I did add some chocolate chips to it. And then I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit up on top here. And I'm going to put that in the oven. And that will bake probably about 20 to 25 minutes. We'll see how long this will take. And friends, there is our sourdough maple pumpkin bread. It looks good. It bakes for 55 minutes, and then the little one baked for about 40 minutes. I have let them cool off, but just my geek moment here. Again, I mentioned how sourdough bread is, has some additional health benefits. And so if you're not aware of the health benefits, I'll link an article down below just going through that, just real quickly. It provides some antioxidants for us, and our bodies need that. It may help, lower risk of cancers, signs of aging, Alzheimer's. It also, the sourdough also brings in some added nutrients. It makes those nutrients more available to our body, such as folate, potassium, and magnesium, and we need those in our systems to help function. And then it also acts as a prebiotic. We hear a lot of time about probiotics, but this provides prebiotics and prebiotics just feed that good bacteria that's in our gut, because we know that all disease begins in the gut. And so we want to make sure that our microbiome down there is full of the healthy, good stuff, the good bacteria. So just a little bit of the geek side of me. Friends, I am going to go ahead and give this a slice. And then we can take a look up here. It looks good, cooked all the way through. Friends, that is good. I love it. The perfect amount of moisture, perfect amount of crumbs. It's not that overly sweet quick bread. It just hits all the marks for this. I would highly recommend doing this. Like I said, if you want it a little bit sweeter, don't do the fermenting part of it. But I did ferment mine for a little over 12 hours. And I think it tastes perfect. Again, I will leave a link down below for the recipe. And friends, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to grab my cup of coffee and put some butter on this and enjoy this piece of sourdough maple pumpkin bread. Have a great day. Bye.